Hello, boys and girls, ladies and gentle tubers. He is live. Thought Latoya was going to pop up, but I didn't. He didn't. Sent her a message and I got no response. I am live. I believe I'm live. Verify that I'm actually live. Hey, look at that. Oh, that's one. There you go. What was that? Hey, Cece. You know what happened to Latoya? Yeah, Henry. Oh, she was, had something scheduled for 9. Meant to do it today, or... Yeah, I lost my camera. Linda, Henry, Ben. Why are we not playing nice here today? Like, this whole secondary camera thing's not playing nice. Maybe she just did. I'll go check it. Oh, she did. Alright, I think I'm back. Hope I'm back. Hey, Craig. Dave's. Can't hear me or see me. 1 second. You should be able to hear me. I'm not muted. Okay. I had the camera turned off for a second because trying to get this damn other camera to start up. Playing nice. Capture. Oh, where's the damn capture device? Hey, Curtis. Kyle. Yeah, I know. Just give me a little bit. I'm trying to fix something. For some odd reason, I can't get it to grab the damn camera. Hey, Sarah. That really sucks. Come on with that damn thing. That's what I'm on. Just the hell out of him. Try this. Damn it. Created. No. This one. This. No. He's dead. Funded did. Something. It's a little frustrating. Yeah, I'm saying for me. Hey, Mike, how's it going? I think I missed anybody. So, hey, Lumi. I know Ivanowski. Brandon was gonna go live. How many Jeffs you want there, Craig? Kind of rough. Um, don't know why this little feller's not working. It's connected before I started, of course. Here you go. As soon as you fly me out there, Lumi, I'm gonna have to get a new driver's license first. You have to have the special ones now. I really don't get why that damn thing is not grabbing it. I got it. I got it. I think I got it. Maybe. How much is that? Oh, there we go. There we go. Oh, there we go. What the hell? Oh, frozen though, little bastards. What's going on with that camera? That is worse than Wi-Fi. Yeah. I think that camera's dying. Something. Not a cat phone. That thing's dead. Looks like you're stuck with this one tonight. Red shiners. I probably just need to catch someone, send them to me. So, I am supposed to be working on water changes and moving fish. I don't have a good way to move you guys around. Yeah. There's my mail. Oh, I got stickers sent out today. Everybody that actually emailed me. Hey, Ethan. Um, pretty sure this is a good one. Yeah. Oh, there's the cornhole. That's what was it? Cornhole the game. And another cornhole. Um, I'll let Curtis explain that to you when you're old enough, Craig, okay? I might have sent you sticks anyway, Steven. Just because I'm an a-hole like that. And there's some people I might send sticks to regardless. But for whatever reason, Haywood, um, my phone likes to change stickers to sticks. Piss me the hell off. How's it going? Hey, how's it going? Hear me? Orange Venezuelan's doing good. Serpes I haven't started to work with yet. I ended up picking up a group of oh shit, I can't think of the name of them. Petra, damn it. I know it. Um, oh, the tip of my damn tongue came out. Oh shit. What are they? They're the oh, I can't think. Really can't. Oh, what am I doing? What Tetris did I get at the Quad City? Got the Neons and I got the Rio, the Von Rios. That's what it was. I fingered it out, damn it. And now to get rid of this camera and put up a phone. Oh, and I got a message in what it was. All right, I'll be back to chat in a second here. I got nothing right now. Yeah, the group of Rios are in QT right now. Hopefully, I will get them to a different tank shortly because it looks like they're spawning. So, my first hand at spawning Rios. Right one. Right one. Good position. So, I'll shoot it to you later, Brenton. Can't do much of anything on the phone right now. That's right, that one's not gonna fit. So we'll just run her till she's almost dead. All right, stay put, damn it. The lab cam. I was not ready to do this by any means. Are we not showing lab? Oh, that's why. Oh, we are. Draggy. Why you're not dragging? Damn it. There. Adjust. All right. So, did you guys Jeremy, that I picked up a group of Von Rio Tetras? The orange Venezuelans are doing good. They're still growing out. Yeah, I always think that clean. It's a lived-in house. Phone. What we got for charge on this beast? Um, Gotta look where on that one. So in this tank we have rams, baby angels, and I think a lung or bristle nose or something. Head. See if I can block that glare. A little bit better. I can hear myself. I hear myself. Yeah, I'll get it to you soon, Brandon. Okay, I missed it. Hey, Lisa. How are we all doing tonight? Those little ramps are hard to see. They just don't have enough color in them yet. Blend in really well. Mm, that is good of me, so. All right, I'll take a look, Jeremy. Not more sharks, is it? I think you need to find a place for the ones you got to go. Um, all right. I'm gonna sneak a smoke, then I'm gonna move some rams and fill the tank so I can move some bumpkins tomorrow. Move some Corys. I'd actually probably move those Von Rios yet tonight if I move the Corys. And then we can start the long wait. See what we get. So, you catch any of those red shiners for me yet, Curtis? Hey, Crystal, how's it going? You got a tub full? You square those things at? Hey, Brandon. We getting that you suck short enough there, Brandon. Oh, I have to look at the number again. I think we're at like 118 members or 113, something like that. But they are, Curtis. There's a lot of really cool shiners out there. Even our golden shiners are pretty neat looking when they get to be around 11 inches or so. I'll have that headphone set up on this one. Have it set to monitor. That would be frustrating. Pretty sure I muted my mic. Oh, where are you going to collect those at, Brandon? Thanks, Jeremy. Appreciate that. I am definitely hearing noise on my headset. All right. Eventually, I'm going to figure out how to do the little rolly screen thingy. I'm not that advanced yet. All right. Find that lab cam. Mute that bastard. Okay. Ute. That way, next time Brent comes up, they'll be talking to me and I won't hear his ass. All right. Here you go.
You suck. 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 You suck.
Studio. I accidentally deleted a damn video. I gotta re-upload it. Don't know how to do this on the computer. Alright, total members at 119. I think that is ridiculous for my channel. So, appreciate it, everybody. It's a little bit better. I think so. Just that'd be great. Oh, nice. I would be extremely excited too. Um, yeah, that stuff's not exactly easy to get. Yeah, hey Xanadu for coming in. I haven't seen Fiji live rock, like the real Fiji live rock, in years. All right, I'll get a move. I think last time I really seen it was when I built my saltwater tank. Long, long time ago. Are you singing to me, Craig? Let me know when you hit your fourth culture there, Ranton. Hey, Henry. They're still pretty little. I tried to bring you over, though. Let me get this siphon started. And the water shut off. Alright. Like, grab some food. Come up front. There, I think. The tweezers are. I don't know. It's just using them. All right. You guys all spinny dizzy. I'm gonna have to move that for I think. Let's start coming forward here soon. They start smelling it at least. Yeah, they're still pretty little yet. I haven't gotten around to separating them out. There's a hell of a lot of them back in there. Elemental. This is where I'd like them to be. Let's see back there. Those guys are just over an inch. I need to pull them, move them, and split up a bunch of these guys. You can see? Yeah, I'm just not stable. There's a bunch more little guys in the back yet. Should start coming forward soon. I got another tank that's full of itty bitties. And they're with some German Rams. I tipped over their little thingy. Like bunch hiding behind that even. Yeah. Oh, made them all dirty. All right. They should start going back out front again. Hey, Latoya. Or that's Ben. I was looking for Latoya earlier. Supposed to go live. Jesse. Gabriel. L40 Fish. Welcome in, man. But here's one of the mobs. This is the one I'm hoping to work with to give to you. And there's also a few larger ones in this one. Got it zoomed in so what I see on my screen is not what you see. Got a much fuller view. But here's the Von Rios. So once I get that other tank trained down, move them over there. And we can see what fry pop up in here. Of course, we're all pulled later. What do you do? But I need to set you guys down somewhere. Hopefully where the dog's not going to knock you over. Right. These guys getting all colored up. I gotta move some rocks into here too, because I'm moving the hill streams over. And That fella's going again. But I have to figure out what's going on with those globs. I think it's coming out of the tip. Doesn't have a good seal. Gotta get that all figured out. And I got Steven's the fish towel for my shade. Really good as a shade cloth. And a towel. We're in an okay spot here. All right. What do we got here? Plan. Pretty well. All right. If I missed it, repost it again. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they're gonna be snacks for that though. I mean, there's quite a few of them in there that are pushing that 3/4 mark, but there's too many of them that are still at that 1/2 inch. I mean, right now a bunch more just came forward, and there's gonna be at least 50 just floating around in the front right now. Not to mention whatever's in the back. I'll have those guys. Really gotta spread them out. I want to try to drag them out of that rainbow tank though. That'll suck. I'll get some moved over with the rams at some point here. I want to get some of those moved over there and some of the whiptails moved over so I can get them split up a little bit better. And yeah, kind of go forward from there, I think. Brent picking on you there, David. Let's get these here. Give this to the discus for a little while. It's got some scuds on it. Been trying to catch as many scuds as I can and put them in with the discus. Give them some endlers too. Some of them just aren't holding their weight right. I think it's because they're getting bullied too much. There's some kind of an Amazon in this tank that just is not growing. Really. That's not really. All right, setting you guys down for a minute here. These quarries are quarries I don't have enough of to work with yet. They're just gonna go into a one of the community tanks for a while until I can get some more of them. For the skunks and the bandits. You guys not playing nice together. You guys get in the damn net. Would really like to span those or false bandits though. Kind of a cool Corey, I think. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's because you're actually David's love child. He just doesn't want to admit it. I think that's everybody. Might be some jump yet, but that's because I've also been getting shrimp brains. Help keep them company. I up the damn phone. That doesn't surprise me, David. Yeah. I think it's cool. There's a movie. Oh, did I lose my damn camera? Somebody could have yelled at me. I don't know why this thing kicks it so much. No. I glanced at my phone and I seen that it was black. It was not supposed to be. Can't get some or not CP. Luminatus out of this. I'm staging my plants in an empty 5-gallon that I pull out of that Luminatus tank. See if I can get some of them. Grams. Overhead. All right. It's got anything to do with a dog hitting it. Got it all the way kicked. Give me just a second. I'll get these ramps put away. All right. Stuck with this one. Your printer's printing again. It's not as nice as it should. Oh, I just got kicked though. Like it lost the rights to the camera. I really got to spend some time with that nozzle though. Yes, yeah. I'm tired. Yeah, I'm definitely tired. It feels like my phone was overheating a bit. Who am I moving? I am moving goldfish. I'll let that tank settle down a little bit more. I'll move the Von Rios. All right. Let's see how many of you guys I can trick. Having long fins are awful damn fast. What kind of food did you find? Ooh, that blue Glarus is getting old. Oh, janky. Ugly. Somebody's missing. Somebody missing. put it. Should be one more pumpkin in here. Come on when I feed them later. I should have done it earlier. Backward. Yeah. From what I've heard, vast majority of gudgeons will eat their fry or the eggs. Or all of the above. Oh, it was okay, Henry. Uh, Good overall, I guess. Definitely not enough sleep, but hey, Anthony. Still waiting for those 72-hour days. And I might have enough time on one day to do stuff. Maybe. That's still a maybe. So those fry. Pussy burps back down again. It's like my cherry barbs are eating that fry just as fast as the eggs, fast as they make them. Tom's a big jerk. Really aggressive toward the other males, and he's got a big nick in the side of him. This one taken care of. You guys are not happy in a new tank. Good night, Amisa. Nice of that beta actually figures out how to spawn. That girl really needs to pop. We didn't get anywhere near as far as I wanted. Yeah, I'll wait till tomorrow night to move the money. The tank so rest of a print should be done tomorrow morning. Waiting till 50 lady's got her war paint on. Already 12:30. No, it's 11:30. Phone's off. Some point in time here, I gotta figure out why that picks my guests easily. Really should not be. Yumi, are you still out there? Have you got any new little minnows near you yet? Have you caught any little fish by you? You're not gotten out to play yet. send me any pictures of them, or? Okay. EB babies, take it then. Did you keep them or did you let them go? I'll be interested to see what they grow up to be. The dog thinks it's time to play. Odd. Nice. Yeah. A lot of eggs are. A lot of fish like to stow away on it. Whatever decor they can. Welcome back, Henry. Okay, I'll take a look a little bit later. Nice. I'm locking their butts up. Need some away from dog time, damn it. Body dogs. You're gonna I have to. Not rice fish, but other fish. In general. And you have to grow them out forever to figure out what they are. Yeah, Illuminatus are really good about that. A lot of surprise me. I don't know. It helps the hatches spawn. Yeah. It works out in our favor. Not so much. Yeah, much happier they will be. Platform simulation, trumpet snails again. Did pretty well in hiding. Hey, Temperate. You're from Illinois area, if I remember right. Pretty sure. Oh, Alberta. Was it this from Illinois area? Doesn't want to sit still. Yeah, I'm sure there's a bunch that would prefer that and some that wouldn't. Yeah, can't be more than 51st though. Canada is not just one place. Got a few territories. Yeah, I make the rest of Canada California. Still trying to figure out how to make Chicago California too, but I was moving some fish around. Move the zebra plecos up with the discus. The guppies that were in with them. It's a line that I'm trying to bring back. So I split that into 3 tanks. One of them's a longer fin variant, one's a snakeskin variant, and the other one's a spade tail variant with without the snakeskin. Which is the original or closer to the original line. Unfortunately, my guppies tend to like to chase the males out of the tank, so eventually I run out of males. uh, I think we're pretty well split between Florida, Arizona, and Illinois. Could probably actually quarter the state like that, where there's only 25% of us are actually from Wisconsin. Everybody else lives in Florida, Illinois, and Arizona. Not quite close enough. Probably more like 50% Illinois. Yeah. I've been up to whatchamacallit, straight north of me. Ontario. I was on fishing trips when I was a teenager. And the last time I was up there was like in '97. Oh, maybe we can make San Francisco and Chicago their own state. We keep trying to give Milwaukee to Chicago, so we'll give them like Madison South and make a new state capital. We'll take the UP. Might as well grab Minnesota too. And then we'll grab most of Canada. We'll just call it West Canada. Like Sam says it is. Yeah. Definitely been a long day. Shouldn't have been, but it has. I'm gonna have to move the telescope soon. One of them still needs to spawn though. She's really big. But it looks like that one did spawn, but she got a lot smaller now. She still got more to give, but definitely way smaller than she was. You sure you don't want Chicago? Can be a good fit. I had a buddy that lives down in the greater Chicago area. He's just buying his time till he retires on the dollar. So good place to make money for sure. If you want it to, at least. Nah, I don't know about that. Like I said before, they can become their own little entity. Maybe we can give them all to Seattle. Give Chicago and LA to. Sounds like a plan. I think that's pretty close to as far away from me as you can get. Right? Yeah, I'm working toward that myself. I'm hoping to get into bed before one for damn sure. Might actually be shortly after midnight though. Come back now. I really don't have anything else going on, but there was as far as I know there was nobody else going. Thought that Latoya was gonna hop up, but yeah. Yeah, hot down there, Henry. I don't know if I can take that. Yeah. Attempted to show fish today, it didn't go so well. Um, yeah. I gotta move fish. What do I do? Gotta get all the libraries out of here. So I can get some egg scatterers up in there. Get all the plecos out. Uh, Hillstream's gotta come out. I find a better spot for those red lizards too. Cause they haven't been spawning, they've just been listing. I still prefer my German Rams. I don't necessarily have a favorite per se, but they're my preferred. But for hamburgers, Greg, depending on what they're made out of, you can't really go wrong. How big are they, Lumi? Yeah, beef's good. Beef's good. I like beef. Venison's okay. I smell kinda. Yeah, that's a possibility that if you do move them now, that you'll have even more fry. Are you working with somebody, Mel, locally to you? Uh, a pet store or something? That's still a good shippable size, Lumi. Or they get way too big. That's good. Um, I want to be careful on how many cool, though, just get on the safe side. Yeah, I can imagine. Seems like yours got a pretty good bond with each other. Who ended up getting your sword tails, Mel? It's good. Did you get a replacement pet store or a fish store near you? Ed's close to you, Mel? Congrats to me. Pretty sure all of our towns are slowly dying, Greg. At least the smaller ones. Yeah, same here. We still had more shops even like 10 or 15 years ago than we do now. Amazon really killed it. The other mail order catalogs kind of were the beginning of the end. I think the only way that'll go back is if, no, because that wouldn't even make a whole lot of sense either, because even if you do all the carbon tax crap, it's still more efficient to ship it from a central hub than it is to ship it from, or ship it to each town and then distribute it again. Oh, really nice. No mercy. How you doing, man? Enjoy your day at work. I am getting close to enjoying it. I appreciate you stopping in, man. Noticed that you've been getting around a lot more lately. Yeah, I'm hoping Sunday for sure. Not so sure about Thursday night. Might hop on with Dave's Aquatic Thoughts. Pretty sure that's right. Dave's Aquarium Thoughts. God damn it, I can't think of it. One of the Daves. Thursday, I'll probably jump up with them if he ends up going live. We'll see. Sunday I do plan on going on my own though, some point in time throughout the day. The your morning or your night one. I think I've seen your source a while back, but I think I've seen it. Been trying to cut down on my live bearers. I know that I'm gonna keep the Millerize around for sure. Really like those little guys. And a couple lines of guppies. Guppies and Endler. After that I'm gonna try to get minimal gladdies, ollies and that kind of stuff. It's been a long time since I've seen the Swordtails in 125. Hey Horizon, how's it going? Looking finishing up here. Yeah. Are you gonna get with Ed and work with some of his other lines of fish too, or am I thinking of a different Ed? Ed's Aquatics and Exotics. Ed's damn it, there's a few Ed channels. Ed's picking up cichlids. Aquatics and Exotics, that's pretty sure. It is really hard to keep all of you straight, that's I guess get heads out. You can only have one tank of over. I'm okay with it. I want to rip that one down and rub it anyway. I'm growing too much green water, harvest some of it and keep it in the culture, but need that tank for breeding, damn it. Gotta figure out if I'm gonna move the your goals over or the blacks or the electric blues. Right temperate. I finally moved a big group of blue star endlers in with the discus. The blue stars are they produce so much. I can't get rid of them fast enough, but probably will work good for the discus decent healthy. That sounds about right, Craig. I don't know about the malls though, because the malls are pretty well dead here. Just to rent a shop though, I think you're probably around 3 to 4 thousand now, depending on the town that you're in. Um, Not a week, so that'd be a month. Probably around 4,000 a month. Can't see it being more than that around here. You have to be open 7 days to be able to make your money back. I know even in town here, you had to be open 7 days a week just to make enough money to keep the lights on. Even back in the day when the business was good, it still wasn't good. It was a living, but it wasn't. You'd make more going to work at a factory by a long shot. And bet is finally top. I'm getting close. He's extremely receptive, but he's very moody or something. Just be careful so you don't overload yourself. Everything's out of control, Henry. The more wages go up, the more everything else goes up. Vicious cycle. Doesn't matter if the poor are getting paid $50 an hour, but you're still going to be a lot richer. Everything keeps going up to match it. Yep. 100% temperate. Kind of dancing for her. Sucks at making us bubble mess though. Yeah, if you're gonna set it up for problems, play just use it for pride. Or for get the angel and you can feed the pride to it. You have to watch numbers. Yeah, they've been dirty for you. And it's not just the tobacco, it's everything. On the US side, I think it was probably the 60s started the downfall and then it's kind of a slow trend. 50s was probably the best for us. Beginning of the 60s, maybe before they started making that turn. No, for sure, a solid 70s. For sure. In a lot of things, though, qualities and stuff like that. The more the population grows, the less minerals we have to work with. There's a balance there. So, yeah. Even when you have a fish room, though, you still have that problem. 100%. I have 77 tanks up right now, and I'm still about 200 short of what I need. Easy. Your problem just escalates. At least until you hit the point of going, ah, yeah. It really doesn't. You hit like that, this is all I can handle point, or you hit this, went past what I can handle. broken, and I'm just walking over. Both happens. Hey Jay, it's Taco Tuesday, isn't it? I had spaghetti tonight. Maybe I'll get lucky and have tacos later. It is, and if you don't have a good relationship with a local store, it's really hard to expand because you have no place to go with the fish unless you're shipping a lot. You pretty much do. I mean, unless you pick a single species of fish and you specialize in that, then you can do it your tank. But no matter what, you're gonna need a dozen. Yeah, everything's okay, Jay. By yourself. But yeah, you pick something new. You pick something new. Now you need more live food cultures. And you knew that only lives on live foods. You gotta upsize the live food cultures. There's 100% never ending no. I gotta spark up the paramecia. Enough of them. I can't either, Mel. I like the variety. Um, if I had to, though, I could probably do Rams. It would just be every color morph there was, and I'd be trying to make new color morphs. My mom used to. When I was a kid, she tried, or I think she charged admission to a couple of people. She would do after bar tours of my bedroom. So at like 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, be a bunch of drunk people waking me up. And it was a good time. Yeah, I think I had around 20 tanks or something like that. Somewhere between 15 and 20. Then I had the alligator, ox turtle, chinchilla, ferrets, cockatiel was more my mom, so that was kind of out in the common space. Nice Jay. Knee high by the 4th of July. It doesn't work here. Our season's a little too slow. At least not for sweet corn up here. Southern Wisconsin does pretty good, but it just doesn't grow fast enough up here. Well, I have an unboxing to do this weekend too. Uh, I could have done it tonight, but I gotta set it up as a monetized stream. If I could, Mel, it would be 100% like 20 highs or 40 breeders. Um, I would way prefer 40 breeders on the end percent. But you also need your 60s and your 75s. It depends on the speed. The 60s and the 75s are good for large batches of fry growing out. The depending on species, 5s, 10s, 15s, 20s for spawning. Yeah, I've got a bunch of hazelnut. I hate that stuff, man. One of my neighbors uses it as a privacy fence on his road. He put up an actual privacy fence finally, but the hazelnut bushes are still there. He's had that property for at least 30 years or more. I remember him, kids used to get pulled over on quads and stuff when I was a kid. But when you're going out fry, it's always good to have the biggest tank you can. You're doing rainbow fish, if you can have a 125 or 250 or 300, you'll get size on them a lot faster. It's a bush. Or what do you mean by trend? Tree? Bush. Yeah. It's a tall bush though. Some of them get most of mine are only like shoulder height. Ugly. 100%. But they grow fast and they grow thick. Then the bears like to come and pick the hazelnuts off. If you hit the hazelnuts at the lawnmower, they go shooting pretty good. Um, yeah, but bigger doesn't always. The bigger the grow out space is, the faster the juveniles can grow. There's a point where, like when they're itty bitty eyelash size, smaller container is better because it keeps them organized and helps them find the food. Um, I know that I have a major struggle with rams if they don't have the parents to guide them for a long time. Same with the angels. You just pop them from the tank when they become free swimming, throw them in a 10. Tend to lose a good chunk of them just figuring out where food is. But if you leave them with the adults, then they guide them from place to place and seem to do pretty good. That being said, the fry could be chewing on the parents too. I don't know that they aren't blind gophers. What that conversion is good. Uh, 3 liters per gallon. Yeah, that would be about right. 18-gallon cube. That'd be a nice tank. It depends on whose tray you're using and how you keep your tanks. So the fluvels depends on the species. I have a lot of problems with them getting plugged up, and I lose fry over the edges, or something goes sideways always. Or not always, but frequently. Frequently. Bubbles fry trays are pretty nice. I don't like the water flow. Um, if the water in the tank gets too low, I struggle. I mean, I have open top tanks, so there's evaporation. I switched mine over to a floating design. That way, it's always in water. It depends, Craig. Like like I said, what you're trying to do with it. I mean, you put angels or rams in it, you lose half the damn batch because it gets stuck in a sponge. And if you don't have the sponge in it, then they just blow out the damn tray. So just you're doing Hive bearers, they're fine. You're doing crystal nose, as long as you pay attention, they're okay. And you don't wait too long to take them out. Automatic too. I haven't tried Corey's in them. No, I did. I did pygmy Corey's in them. Worked okay for the pygmies if I remember right. That was a long time ago. Yes and no, Mel. It depends on what you, like I said, if you set it up like Dean's or the floating ones, it's a little bit different because then they're slightly less problematic, less prone to uh, size issues. But the 40, like the fluvials, hang on the outside of the tank. My space is pretty tight because I got my center row in here. So if I'm walking down the aisle, I hit the fluval, guaranteed. Knocked a few of them off. The only ones that I don't are the ones that are above my head. But then I can't do anything with them because they're too high. You have to pull them down, and yeah, there's like a phase of their life when they're skimming the surface. And when they're doing that, they follow that flow. I've also had bristlenose die swimming up the tube and going down. They get stuck. They jam up the water flow and make all kinds of mess that way too. There's all kinds of potential failures on them. They overflow. You got a mess on your floor. Um, I I like the thought of levels. I have a couple of them. Like I said, my problem is my tanks evaporate too much. For other people, I'm sure that they're probably perfect or just fine. Yeah, the so like how Dean does it's really nice, and you can set up levels boxes to do what Dean's does. Oh, just have to do some modifications with like a water uplift system. Um, if you did that, then those would work pretty nice too. Because I'm not a fan of the uplift in it. Um, yeah, I'm really not a fan of that uplift. I get what he was trying to do, but for me, it doesn't function the way I'd prefer it. So design my own. That's what I need it to do. And most of the time, I just use one of those what call it, sponges. Mine, I just been using one of these. Put the legs down, and I set it up so this guy spills halfway onto one of the filters. So only a portion of the water falls into the box, and the rest of it falls out. This kind of holds it in place too. Um, and I have an uplift for them, but sponges have been better suited so far for me. Yeah, I've also tried like the automatic egg collectors and stuff, and I haven't had very good luck with them yet. Most of the people I talk to is 50-50. Half of them do okay, and the other half will. Eventually, I want to design something different there too. More so just to suit my personal needs. Works for other people too, so be it. But that's kind of what I design everything for, is to suit one of my needs. For the most part, it works for most people. I'm sure that there's others where like somebody else's design works better for them. As long as there's something available for everybody that suits their style, I guess that's the more important part. And if the Fluval reader box was the only thing I had access to, I would do it. Yeah, if you start playing in like Tinkercad or one of the other CAD programs out there, you can design some pretty neat stuff at home and take it into the library and print it off. Yeah. No, oh, I'm gonna design a 3D printed false bottom, and it'll probably be in sections. That way it'll work for multiple types of tanks. It would also work for a bare bottom tank, giving the roots a place to hold. I would think that would really suck trying to get the roots out of it though eventually. Um, yeah, those are a couple like long-term goals. I'm gonna work on a 3D printed housing for um tiger heater, small cage, make it harder for Fry to get into it. I like my figure eights that I made for spawning mobs too. I don't know how they would work for rice fish though. I'll have to make a mop for them soon. I got some other stuff that I gotta get printed out first though, now that I got the printer back up and going again. I gotta do some fine tuning to it, but at least putting plastic out again. That's a damn plus. It was down for weight. Now that I started using it, I don't like not having it. I don't know yet, Henry. It really depends on what I end up doing. Um, and I didn't end up getting any more. Still have two outside, so maybe. I mean, realistically, a under gravel filter do that without the gravel even. But you'd have to get a way to weigh it down because they want to float. Nice mount. I don't think that would work for me. But I like the theory of it. I get some kind of a weird bacteria growth in my stuff or whatever. It even plugs up those unpluggable air stones. Yeah, but you do the same with a false bottom. It also depends on the direction that you run your power head on a under gravel filter. I know a lot of the salty people were running them in reverse. They just put a pre-filter on the power head. Realistically, you could probably do the same with a substrate deal. Run the power head in reverse, put a pre-filter on it. But the mulch is good for everything anyway. That's your fertilizer in that situation. It was a thing for a while when power heads became big. They were running them in place of air at first. Then people thought it was trapping too much mulch, so they started running them in reverse. Yeah, but I would rather have it on the bottom of the tank, because otherwise it's floating in the water column or on top of your leaves. Safer at the bottom. I shouldn't say safer. It looks better at the bottom in my. But the false bottom that I want to make probably won't have anything hooked up to it like that. Maybe we'll see. Not the current goal. Maybe. So the like the fry boxes and stuff like that. You can actually use that as your mulch gathering tool. Use like a no pre-filter situation. And when the mold gets kicked up, it's sucked up into the fry box, pops off, and that essentially becomes your vacuum. Depends on who you buy your light from. Some of them come with one. I don't put mine on top of the tank anyway. I put mine on built them into the stands. I mean, you wouldn't. I guess I shouldn't say that. If I was building a display tank out in the living room, it would have a canopy on it. So realistically, I wouldn't even make use of the stand or the lifts if they put them on there anyway. I'd still build it to the point where the canopy held it. Making noise. Like that tank over there, that light's 20 inches off the water. Only a 4-foot light on a 6-foot tank. It's pretty well centered, but because of the pothos on this end being so thick, there really isn't much light that gets down there anymore. That's getting better, Henry. I think we have a 29-degree night coming this week. 35 out right now. I'm supposed to hit 29 tonight. I'm sorry, it's 33 right now. I think this is our coldest night of the week. So the canopy would be for a standalone tank. Realistically, if I was going to go that route, I would probably do a sump in it. And it'd be a drill tank. And yeah, I would have a nice base cabinet, kind of like the ones today. These aren't really cabinets either, they're racks. I've built a few in the past that I used to use. Um, yeah, it would be a nice base cabinet with a sump in it, and a canopy over it for sure. It would probably have built-in fans in the canopy too, so it can fire them up when it gets too hot. All right, we're gonna go for a few more minutes. It's 2.5 hours, and then we'll call it a night. Because expecting to go to bed over a half hour ago. Hey, Mike. I didn't ship you stickers yet. Um, there is I don't know. Last time I looked, there were still big ice blocks in the ponds. I haven't been out there in a couple days now, so it might have melted. I know that I was at a couple places today that still had big snowbanks. Arrowleaf, pondweed. I actually think I have that. Um, it took me forever to get that crap to grow in a tank. And it did root off like that because that thing died like 5 times on me. And yeah, it's local here too. Um, we have a Canadian Anacris too. Um, yeah, it was like a brown stub for years. Well, not years, for at least 9 months, almost a year. And then it finally, I dumped it in this tank, and it finally started to grow. Now the thing is, it's still alive. The thing was like 2 feet long the last time I seen it. Kind of growing in a circle. Morning, Debs. I need to cut that one off and let it root. Cut it again. But there's a bunch of guppy grass in that tank too. That was slated for getting torn down. I'm gonna steal those rocks for the hill streams when I put them up with the rainbows. Have a good day at work, Debs. Thanks for stopping in. Yeah. Need more space. So bad. Because if I had my way, every tank I had would be a 40 breeder. Well, not every tank. Vast majority of my tanks would be 40 breeders on end. Unless I had a massive warehouse, then I'd be sideways. On end with a mat and filter in the back. Most feasible way for me to maximize space realistically. Yeah, I need like a 60 by 120 freaking warehouse or something. In floor heat, single level. Actually, 2 levels. I do plants on the second level. Lower bins. Yeah, that would have to be a full-time job though. There's no way I'd be able to handle that without it being my 24/7. What I have going on right now is kind of pushing it. And as long as you're happy with it, man. Um, yeah, 40 breeder is one of my favorite. Like the 40, the 60, 75, the 125. I like the 18-inch depth ones. 24 would be even better. Love to have a 24 by 24 by 12 cube. Even like a 18 by 18 by 12. I really don't need that depth for most of my fish. 18 by 18 by 18 for angels, but maybe discus for spawning. Nice. Yeah. Um, how many fish you putting in it and how big is it? Yeah. You gotta be keeping bigger fish though. I would love to do like a 240 full of Tetris, a couple angels or something. I think I died. Oh, I'm back. Yeah, you should be fine with a 10 gallon. So these are super cheap on Amazon. Really cheap. They equate to be like $2 each. You're setting up a new tank. Take one sponge and you put it in your new tank. Put a new sponge on your existing tank. Fastest way to set up a tank. Well, that's my favorite sponge. They have a couple extras running in other tanks. I still got to get those ones out where my box filters are at, but that'd be sweet. They act so much differently when you have large groups like that in the big tank. Yeah, the behavior of the fish just changes so much. Even just me getting stuff down to the 125 when it's big enough, their behavior changes so much. Hey, Christine. Yeah, but you can clean that because I have to clean mine as part of the routine maintenance. So if I'm pulling my sponges off to clean them, the way that they have it installed to start with is wrong. Static. So you just every time you service your sponges, you should be pulling it apart and you've got a indentation on this thing. I think they put it in there so it holds it still or holds it in shipping. But when it's pushed in all the way, it covers half the holes. So you see the deformity up in here. Um, but when you're servicing your filter, Here's one of these in it. And you just turn it around. Normally I clear it out. Then you blow through here, cap off one end, pour water in the top, and then it'll spit out. You know, you're good. Mine gets plugged with a bacteria though, not calcium. If you get a calcium buildup, then you have to soak them. You want to have an extra one to be able to pull apart and soak. But even at that, I mean, cheap as they are, cost them every couple of years. Go ahead. Realistically, the sponge material is not going to last forever anyway. Oh my, guppies are different. It's bad enough where the calcium actually pits the plastic and you can't. And that's not fun to get off, man. I've had a couple of them come to me like that. They take a few years in my water for it to dissolve it off. The only tanks I ever had to really do that was my turtle tanks. But that was because I was running calcium blocks in them. Either I'd throw in a cuddle bone or actual, like the turtle rated calcium blocks. My water eats cuddle bones pretty good though. I like having them around for the tortoises. Yeah, that's what mine was too. So, and some of the ones I've gotten free were like that too. You can always see the damn water line where they had the kept them level at, whether it been turtles or frogs or newts or whatever. Yeah, there's a whole bunch of little tiny needle holes in there. Um, so you got your airstone, right? Do this and actually show you the forever threads. So in your airstone, you got these little tiny holes right up here. They go all the way around. Inside that little coupling deal, so inside of here, that's essentially what it looks like. Um, and they're up in this section. So if you jam this in too far, it actually blocks half of them off. Hey, Juanita. Um, so with this one, the threads or the holes are kind of in the middle. I don't think you can see if we can this, but right. So you can see up that gap in there. That's where the air goes in and gets around. There's a lot of space in there. So it should be hard to plug those up. Not impossible, but I would say it's hard for me at least. Somebody with really hard calcium, that might be a different story. I don't know how well this is going to hold up to a soak either in pure vinegar. All of my stuff is still prototype, so we'll see long term how it does. I'm switching plastics here pretty shortly. I'm going to switch to a different type of plastic that should hold up to most chemicals better. But yeah, you guys are all getting here. Supposed to be going to bed like a half hour ago. It could be now. Is that co-op one or on the black sponge one? Uh, I gotta co-op one. I don't know if I have any that aren't being utilized. Got a bunch of nets. See a box. On a box. I don't think so. Yeah, I don't think I have one to show you. The the co-ops has a ring in it, so that one shouldn't stop, or that one should stop. It shouldn't go too far. Um, Kind of, Christine. So this is an old mobile home. I plan to do an expansion off of this side. So eventually, right here where my shelf is, that'll be the doorway to get into the other section. And that'll be on slab on grade. And that would be where I'd want to run like the store portion of it out of. I do want to have an by appointment type store. Okay, yeah, the co-op one I think is a little different. I'll have to look at that again. More level now. Um, that one should have a hard stop, and so you can't push it too far. But expansion I want to pay for with fish money or YouTube money, not with out of my pocket money as much as possible. At least it's got to be a large supplement of it. Otherwise, I won't be able to justify doing it. I mean, if when expand to that many tanks is going to be to set up for retirement, because I won't be able to have 300 tanks and work a full-time job. That's not realistic. At least not for me with my energy levels and that kind of stuff anymore. If I was still Henry's age, it'd be different. Not anymore. But yeah, the goal is probably like 16 by, it'll be 16 by 50 addition to the fish room. Unless I build it totally separate of the house, which I really don't want to do because then I'll never be in the house. Yeah, if you get enough air, it'll still calcify, but it'll take longer. Mine don't calcify. Mine actually got build up like a bacteria, a slime, and I've had it happen to the uplift, but it takes longer than it does the air stones. Air stones, I can't stand them. I hate them. Um, they plug up just as fast as the old Zis ones did. They're great in principle, not good in my water. Yeah, that might not be enough power. I don't remember what that puts out, but is it only running the one filter? Sounds good now. Yeah, hopefully you make it there, Mike. Uh, I did it. I'd never been in a damn house. So I think an addition is the best option. But at least then I'm still in the same building as my wife. Otherwise, I really wouldn't be here. I'd be in the fish room because that's where I'd have to be spending my time to get it done. But 16 by 20, you lay that out right. You can either set it up gallery style, without all the rack or without the center row, or you can stuff the center row in there. It's tighter. You got to figure you're losing 4 feet to your outer racks. Leaves you 12 foot in the center. You do a double row, lose another 4 foot approximate. And that gives you a decent rows for walking though. But that 16 is your outer dimension, not your inner. Yeah, subtract another foot for that. Yeah, that would work too. Yeah, this is 40 10 gallons from here. Uh, there. The space fits 40 10 gallons. They're 5 high. If I had an unlimited amount of space, I wouldn't have tens on the bottom row. I would never put anything smaller than a 29 gallon or 75 or something like that. It just makes water change so much. I mean, I get the power assist, so it's not so bad, but still, I'm getting older. It's not always fun to get back up. Uh, So it looks good to me. It looks good on camera. But if you look closely, the cuts aren't perfect at all. Oh, I'm human. But if you overanalyze it, then you end up in that brain lock and you never get anywhere. I've never seen the prices at Lowe's. I've seen the prices at Home Depot. It was kind of high. At Home Depot had a 20 by 20 that I really wanted to get. The two-story barn dominium thing, or not barn dominium, barn style. Um, I would love to get that. That is really cheap. That doesn't sound right. That really doesn't sound right, Mike. That 20 by 20 before COVID was think it was like 20,000. That was like enclosure. It was fully enclosed with windows and doors, but it didn't have any of the guts. If that's the case, Mike, dude, I wouldn't wait on it. I just freaking buy it because that's stupid cheap. It really is. You can't buy the lumber to build it for that cheap. Hey, welcome back, Dave. I was supposed to be gone like a long time ago, man. Like 40 something minutes ago. Um, yeah, that is like a stupid deal. I would take it if you can afford it and swing it. Yeah, you're not gonna get a better deal. Really, I was looking at like the Amish build ones locally. I think that same shed was probably around 16,000. I'm really confident that it was around 16,000 for that 16 by 20 or 16 by 30, right in that range though. And their 16 by 60 was freaking like 40,000 or something like that. It was freaking ridiculous. And they actually put a code in here where you can't use those as domestic buildings. I'm falling asleep standing up now. My body's quitting. I don't mean right now, just randomly. My body is giving up on me. My brain, on the other hand, as soon as I hit the freaking pillow, it goes nuts. Even that sounds cheap materials too. That doesn't sound right. Is it just the materials to do this room? Pushing 5 grand. Yeah. Plus, I mean that's insulation, wiring, outlets, subfloor, floor. I believe the rack material was in that. I should have been. It was like 5 grand to build out the room itself. And you got like the aquariums and yeah. You youngins find out eventually. So, like, you know that they have a better insulation out for 2x4 walls. I'm assuming that that's a 2x4 wall, gal. But you can get R15 bat now. Used to only be able to get I think it was R10, R12 maybe. It was right in there somewhere. I don't know what the upgrade was, but it's helped a lot. Yeah, dramatic. Yeah, yeah. Blowing dense back is good too. That's for it, so I don't fall asleep in front of somebody's furnace or driving. It does suck. But Yeah. I think some of the slime is beyond biofilm. Taking on a new entity. Stop looking at it. It might actually get up and walk. I really need a nap. It's still before 2, so technically winning. Kind of. Did you fire up a stream tonight, CC, or waited around for Latoya to start, but then didn't end up starting? On top. It's just mutant by special. All right. Oop. I'm more familiar with it. We all know PC streams a lot. You ever need a hangout stream? Cat. Um, yeah. When you start adding that up, it gets expensive. Oh, that we were looking at doing a prefab. I wanted to buy the neighbor's house. Um, he drug his feet on a price, so I ended up losing my pre-approval. They finally came back with a reasonable price, and I let my pre-approval lapse, so I couldn't get it at that point. And then I started the remodel on this. So at that point, I was financially tapped and maxed. Um, the guy that bought it put it up for sale after 2 years, and I got another new neighbor again. But he didn't, he told me that he was planning on doing it, and it was not feasible for me to get everything paid off and get enough savings to be able to do it. Just I have multiple years notice, but um, but we're gonna do prefab on the property that we have. When all is said and done with a prefab house basement, updating the septic system well, and a pole barn, there's gonna be 400 and some thousand, and we already own the property. And that was before concrete prices went up. Concrete prices went up by another 50% or something since then. So yeah, I usually pop in and say hi a couple times, and I say hi to people that say hi to me. Like a multiple hour long conversation, very big gaps in between. I hope it happens for you, Mike, because realistically, I don't think you're gonna get a better deal ever. Really don't. Yeah, that's that's a really cheap price. But it is time. You will hit Goodbye from Willow.
You shot. You shot. You shot. You shot. You shot. You shot. You shot.
I like Willow.
You shot.
All right. You guys all have a good night. Thanks for stopping in and supporting. I think one thing over here if I click. We had 119 members. So thank you everybody. That's really big, in my opinion. But you have a good night. I can find the end stream button. Got buried. Is it buried? Yeah, it's buried. Buried. Right. Blue bar stuff. There we go.